Welcome back to God's Autobiography. My name would be Stephen French, and it seemed like a decent time to update my little life story. Not too many videos ago, I had a video that seemed pretty sad, and in that moment, I was relatively sad. Not particularly depressed. I don't know. I'm not unfortunate enough to have to deal with a lot of that, so I got pretty lucky with that. But it was me kind of reflecting with some pessimism towards my choices and my future and what I was doing in my present. But recent actions have kind of reminded me that my mama is always right. And a belief that she's instilled in me that I've held true this whole time, despite, again, being sad here and there a little bit, is everything works out. Given enough time, enough energy, enough patience, everything works out. And if it doesn't work out, you got to give it more time, because everything works out. Or you die, and then you're not worried about your issues, because I guess that's one way of everything working out. What happened to me was I am aggressively unemployed yet again. I don't know how much of this I explained in previous parts, so I'll give a quick little rundown. I was working at KTR. I was teaching tumbling and parkour, and I enjoyed the job. I've been teaching the majority of the past dozen years, but it was okay. I didn't want to keep doing that forever, and I was also moving. They knew that I was moving. I don't let an employer hire me unless I disclose to them my intentions of how long I'll be working with them. Tizzle lost me some jobs, but I got this one. But I ended up leaving a little bit earlier than expected, within the time frame that I had given them, but earlier than I expected. And I was going to leave that job while staying here an additional month. And I was driving for Lyft at that time. I was going to use that last month to kind of travel around on Lyft's unlimited miles policy and go out to Colorado, go out to California, and work just exclusively through that. But just before leaving KTR, my wallet was either lost or stolen. My money is on stolen, although my money is with whoever took it, if I am correct. And with that, my license was gone and my debit card, so I couldn't just order a new license, and I just returned the Lyft card. I didn't want to drive on an old license. So still dealing with that now, but everything's getting figured out. But I had already told KTR that I was leaving, and I followed through with that date because I didn't want to make it inconvenient for them, because it's not their shit to be inconvenienced with. And then I ended up staying unemployed that whole time, and now I've decided to stay even longer in this state. Still unemployed, made a little bit of money through Craigslist gigs. But my intention this whole time, my plan is to eventually make my way out to Georgia to see my dad for a bit, and then head back to Long Island and hope that my old metal shop summer job will take me back. If not, I can go do some cut firewood back in upstate New York, back home with some buddies of mine. Either way, something will work out, because everything works out. But yesterday, I guess not but, because that sounds negative and this isn't. Not too long ago, I purchased my flight to Georgia to my dad, but I purchased it from LAX. So I'm going to go out to California, see some buddies there that I haven't seen in a minute. Then I'm going to fly out to Georgia and spend that month with my dad. Not long after purchasing the ticket, I wake up to a text from my boss at the metal shop saying, "Hey, when you get a chance, please call the shop. I've got possibly a good opportunity for you." So shit, that at least makes me think that they might be interested, because he didn't say "Hey, call me because you don't have the job." So I wasn't nervous. I called him, figure out what was up, and he's like, "All right, well, I do need people, but I actually don't need anyone in the shop, because I was bending sheet metal into ventilation ducts. But we need people on the field," which is something that he briefly mentioned last year that he might want to train me for. And if I recall correctly, the field members, they make $30 an hour. I was making 18, and I thought that was grand, but it might not be 30. I'm pretty sure it is, but it might not be. Regardless, it is a lot more than 18, because those were Mike's words, and you'll make a lot more money. Same amount of hours, 40 a week, additional overtime, I do believe. And fuck yeah, I got a promotion without even trying, just by waiting and just moving everything else in the right direction for long enough. And that was fucking sweet. So woke up to a promotion, to a job that I didn't know I had, and I'm stoked about it. So gonna go to Cali soon, and then I'm gonna go to Georgia, and I'm gonna go to Long Island, and then I'm gonna go everywhere else. Stay tuned. Yeah, that's about it. Probably gonna make a few videos today, because I'm bored as fuck and I got some thoughts in my brain. So let's go.